Hello, TGIF. It is Casual Friday, as you can see by my attire. I just finished my workout and I was listening to a podcast while I did it that gave me an idea to come on and do this video because, as I've been stating, I love to help people live healthier, happier lives. So when I can come on and tell you, just ways to be happier in your life, ways to have more senses of well-being and gratitude and just being happy in the now with the situation as it is, I'm going to come on and do that. So the title of my video, actually before I start, my name's Heidi Papoff. I'm coming to you live from Eugene, Oregon. Tell me where you're watching from. Let me know if you're live. Let me know if you're on the replay. Thank you for joining me. So the title of my video is the number one key to happiness. Hello, who doesn't want that, right? But you probably have heard this. You've just heard it said in a different way. So what I've heard in the past is, hi Paige, hi Debbie, thanks for joining. What I have heard is the saying, comparison is the thief of joy. So the number one key to happiness is to stop comparing. Now, the way that this was phrased in this podcast was a little bit different and made me think about things just in a different way. Hi, Holly. Thanks for joining. So if you think about, sometimes when we think about our lives and what would make us happy, it is, we want our finances to be better, or we want our homes to be better. We want, to be like that person who's getting all the accolades. It's often external circumstances that we are wishing to be different. And once that's different or better, then we'll be happy. So that's all comparison. If you think about it, you're comparing your finances maybe to somebody else or even just another time in your life. Like maybe there was a time in your life when you had more abundance, you had more financial security, and you're thinking about that and you want to be back in that place. That's still comparison. So even when you're comparing yourself to yourself at another time in your life, it's still comparison and it's still stealing your happiness in the current moment in your life now. So, our jobs, our relationships, a different time in our life, our body, our physical state, our clothes, our, recognition, our accolades, those are all things that we can sometimes be like, if it was this way, then I'd be happier. And we're either comparing those things to another person, and especially this is so prevalent with social media. We're, seeing what other people's lives look like. We're seeing what they're doing on a Friday night. We're seeing what their, status is, and it makes us feel less than. And it's all because we're falling into that trap of comparison. So comparison basically is the same as wishing things were different than they actually are, instead of figuring out how to be happy with life as it is and be grateful for life as it is, and realizing your blessings and being grateful for that. And as I believe, the more grateful we are for what we have and what things are good, the more we invite more good into our lives and can, attract those good things. So I just thought this was really profound because I definitely do this. Like, I can usually tell when I'm comparing myself to another person. And I fall into that trap all the time as well. I see somebody else doing really well or looking really good or doing something that looks really fun. And I'm like, I wish I was doing that. What's wrong with my life? Why can't I be doing that? But also, I compare my life to other times in my life and wish for those things back, or, whatever it is, whether it's just, more time freedom before I had children, more financial abundance, or, a fun thing I did traveling. I will think about something and want it back, and I'm really just comparing my now to my past, and that's just as useless as comparing yourself to another person. So one objection somebody might have to this theory is, the theory is, if you're unhappy or feeling unhappy or sad, it's because you're comparing something in your life. So, one example that was brought up is, well, what if you have a loved one who is really sick? Or what if you have a loved one who dies and that makes you happy? What are you comparing that to? And really, you're comparing that current situation to when that person was healthy or when that person was still alive. And that may seem like stretching, but it's actually the truth. And it all comes back to wishing the present moment was different than it is. And how useless is that? That's like running on a hamster wheel. It's not going to change, and you're not going to find a way to be happier about it if the only thing you think will make it happy or make you happy is to change the circumstances, because we all know we don't have that much power. What we do have power of is what we think and the thoughts we allow ourselves to dwell on. We can't always control thoughts that come into our mind that may be negative or unhappy, but we can decide whether we let them stay and manifest and, dig in and spread and become a bad pattern. So I wanted to make this short and sweet. Just wanted to share that really quick because that was kind of a, little aha moment for me, and I hope it was helpful. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Like I said, it's Casual Friday. I'm in my workout clothes. It's also Dance Party Friday, so we'll have some fun with that later. So have a great weekend, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Bye-bye.